I miss that shit, man.
That shit was hard though.
Yeah,
we gotta find a place, man. I miss.
RP that apartment, bro.
Yeah, that shit was
good
good.
times. I wish I wasn't depressed.
I wish Walter would.
But that's why we did that shit.
Yeah.
Like we was our most, or I would say, I guess I was like most like down and creative when I was
at the apartment. Yeah, I was.
and not
Yeah,
home.
I was creative, but I was depressed too. So it's like creative.
Oh, that shit
creative
creates-
depressed. But
Yeah,
that's not good though.
it's not. But
It's
hey,
not good.
look at all these creative, all these like popular niggas. They
Yeah.
fucking depressed or they been through shit.
That I feel like that's when you create, the most, the
It's
best
the most
shit, you
raw.
feel me?
Like I think I was telling you or JP, but like one of the short films I made, I was literally sad while making it. So I didn't care about like quality or story structure or anything. I was just making shit.
right.
And that's like all those films, pretty much all 4 of those films in 2020. And I was like, and looking back on it, it's like it's some good parts, and like it's cool that like I just internalized all that sadness into a film. But like looking back on it, it's not good at all. It's not good work. It's confusing. It's whatever. I'm gonna delete it though. But
Shit, that was the best, shit you could come out with at the time.
at the
So it's
time, like I know now where like if I'm sad, I'll just wait on it and like let those feelings like materialize to something like better. Like I can make it like where I have all the fucking angles of the feelings instead of just pure sadness throughout. But yeah,
Thinking about that shit. Well, let's get through the intro then.
yeah, that's real.
Then I can-
Yeah.
Y'all actually gonna be quiet through the intro?
Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, you right. But no, I was gonna ask, but cause like thinking like you think of all the top like music artists, they've all been through like some shit. Is there one
Yeah, we the team.
artist you know of that is like,
Don't give a fuck what you mean.
their life
Yeah,
was
scene.
good?
When I pull up with the
That
team,
is like
all of
a
my niggas
superstar.
been clean. And we got
Like,
swag,
it's
and we
been
got
good.
dollar
Yeah.
bills. All of my
There's
niggas
the
been working
artist
for
out.
real.
Like
I don't
Mike
talk
Jackson,
about
Prince,
sign no deals unless them
with the
niggas gon'
Hughes
come with it.
and
Yeah, we
all
the
that,
team.
like all these
Telling
niggas
her
like
little
top
dreams.
tier
Don't give a fuck what
musicians.
you mean.
To
Lean
me,
scene.
like,
When I pull
niggas
up
don't
with the
understand
team,
when
all of
you
my
create,
niggas been clean. And we got
You're
swag.
like every nigga that I've met that's a creative on some certain level of success are like have sadness and have depression or dealt with depression anyways. It's just something like creative niggas just every creative nigga has. It's just, niggas just be sad all the time. Not all the time, but we be sad.
Niggas be having their moments.
Yeah.
having their moments.
And like creative niggas just internalize it in their art anyway. So
That's how they express.
every
their
nigga's
feeling.
sad. Every nigga's sad. It's just, we just do it in our art.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Speaking of that, so Kendrick
K-Dot.
K-Dot.
finally what 5
God
years?
damn, fine. We was a senior in high school, nigga.
That
And
shit is crazy.
We didn't
damn
even get an
K-Dot.
intro. Goddamn, we ready to talk.
Oh yeah, okay. My
We
bad.
are back with
Oh,
another
yeah.
episode of the Ordinary People
Yeah.
Podcast. What's happening?
What's happening? Podcast sponsored by Ungood Studios.
You know the vibe.
Offer code ordinary
Everybody went and grabbed a sip.
at checkout at Ungood Studios. Get y'all some hard shit. But yeah, we have Walter here.
What's good?
Got
What's up?
PJ,
What's up?
DJ,
What's the
Lil
deal?
Yoda X, the Jabberwocky nigga.
And these two niggas still not bringing shit for the set because they
no.
both some hoe ass niggas.
I got you next episode.
Hey,
y'all.
Y'all been saying it the past
Hey, for
3
me,
weeks.
comment down below, nigga, on what should I bring, bro?
That's not gonna work.
I have nothing, bro.
A waist trainer. Yep,
Bro,
we're doing it.
Nigga, get that surgery, nigga. Get you taller and shit. Nigga, fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Aw,
Nigga, 10K,
shit.
nigga. I spot you 5, nigga.
Aw, shit. Niggas talking about weight and height now. Aw, shit.
No, hold on. What was that pick that you was? Did you get the pick?
Oh no, I
Daylen?
spared him. It's gonna be on the next episode though.
Oh,
Better
shit.
bring your shit.
I'm
gonna be on the next episode.
gonna bring some, bro.
We got
These
it.
niggas done brought shit, you feel me? So we gotta contribute, bro.
You
It's
gotta
only right,
contribute,
bro.
Yeah, but how you feeling, Walt?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Hey, PJ?
I'm good, man. Got my grades in this week.
Hey,
Feeling good about it. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, nigga. Tell them your grades,
Yeah.
nigga. That's something to
Flex
be
on
proud
these
of.
hoes.
You
Okay.
know, AABB.
You feel me?
AABB,
Something
you
like-
feel me?
Yes,
Flex
sir,
on these
nigga. That's something
hoes.
hard.
First
You feel
semester
me?
back in like a year, so
Hey,
it's cool.
That's,
Came
you
back like
started
joy,
off
my
strong,
nigga.
Oh
bro.
God.
You started off strong for real.
What about you, DJ?
I'm good, nigga. You know, back from Dallas.
Hey, how was
Dallas,
Dallas?
how was
How was
Dallas?
Dallas? Yeah.
That was cool. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When they say everything bigger in Texas,
Shit,
boy,
nigga.
nigga, I felt like Walter out there.
What
Nigga,
the
I felt like that nigga. It's just like, nah, it was cool though. It was cool though, for real. It was
Yeah.
cool, yeah. Niggas had a good time with their family and shit. Like,
Wait.
You got one more, Cedric. I'm gonna let it fly in this
But
bitch.
I ain't gonna lie.
Sparks
nigga.
will fucking fly, goddammit.
It's a compliment. I felt skinny, bro. That's what I was trying to say. I felt.
Did you have your caddy with you, nigga? Your golf cart too? Fuck you, nigga.
Hey, nah. Nah.
Daylen, don't laugh too hard, nigga.
I'm not laughing at all, man.
This nigga crazy. But nah, it was cool though.
You
It
do
was
anything
cool.
special?
Shit, I went to Top Golf. I ain't gonna lie.
We have
Nigga,
top golf
we have
out there.
Top Golf
Yeah,
here.
but like
Oh, God.
I ain't go.
That ain't special.
I haven't been out here. You feel me? Ontario, you know that
I
shit.
guess.
Too lit. But
Was that your first
time?
First time in Texas?
yeah, it was my first time in Texas. Motherfucker drove by the Dallas Cowboy Stadium.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was really just spending time with my family, like my older family members. I have never seen them. Like I ain't gonna lie, never seen them. The people in Texas. So just getting to meet them and shit like that was pretty cool.
Both y'all niggas been to Texas, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they friendly out there?
It's hella friend, but the hospitality is crazy. I didn't expect it. I'm not gonna lie. When I went, I was thinking like, oh fuck, it's the South. They finna call me in and word all that shit. But I got there, everybody was holding the door like, hey, how y'all and all that shit doing nothing.
Oh shit.
They were hella nice. I was like, oh,
Are they heavy on the y'all?
yeah, y'all, it was crazy. Well,
Bro.
at least when I went to go eat, the waiters was like, y'all, everything. What can I get y'all and all that shit? Yeah, all that shit.
But I was in the Chick-fil-A line. Don't ask why. But my sister. But yeah, I'm in the line. You feel me? I'm just waiting for my food. Lady come up. You feel me? How are you doing? I'm good. Start the order. She's like, hold on. I just want to stop you. She says, you have a blessed day.
Hey,
She's like,
okay.
Jesus loves you.
Hey,
Thank you, man. She's like,
okay.
yeah, I just hold it down on my heart and stuff like that. I was like, you really sweet for that. Cause you ain't had to do that. So with that being said,
Nah, I
people
need
are
to go
hella
to
nice out
Texas.
there for sure.
For
sure.
Texas, bro.
Hell yeah.
Everybody in California got an attitude.
Hell yeah, niggas, California.
Niggas be hot about that rent and shit, nigga.
There's a lot to be mad about
There's
out
a
here.
lot
It's
about
fair.
that, yeah.
It's fair. Niggas was walk around pissed off every day. That's fair.
Yeah. But we go back to the K-Dot tip.
Big K-Dot.
Kendrick.
You don't even listen to Kendrick.
Not really, nigga.
You barely have ears.
Wait, you
So-
didn't listen? I feel like you didn't listen to it because you didn't say nothing.
I listened to it once through. Also, for niggas that don't know, I rarely listen to any new music. I usually just listen to the shit. I listen to Doom and JPEG Mafia and George Clinton all day. That's all I listen to. I
He's not
rarely
lying.
just go out and try to like find a new album. But yeah, I did listen to it once because Kendrick used to be my favorite artist, like my go-to.
What happened?
Well, he dropped To Pimp a Butterfly, and that was like the height of my fandom. It's still my favorite album of all time. Then he dropped Damn, and I was still there, and then that nigga just disappeared. In the
Wait,
face
your
of
favorite album of his of all time or your favorite album of all time?
album of all time is To Pimp a Butterfly. That's number one.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I have like it on vinyl and everything. That's
What?
still good.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your
And it
favorite?
made me even like it more because I remember niggas at Rancho, they're like, nah, this shit sucks. And I was like, no, it
Right,
doesn't suck. So I like even listened to it even more. So like just to be anti and shit. But yeah. Like I wrote, like niggas don't know, like I wrote like I don't know if a dissertation is the right word, but I wrote like few pages in my notebook just from the album, just like my feelings and whatnot. I was like fucking 14, 15. So it's still, yeah, that shit goated.
So where is he in your like top? I thought
He
like
ain't
a
in the top no more. He
But like that's your favorite album of all time?
album of all
It's
time.
not a JPEG or MF Doom thing?
JPEG Mafia, the Ghost Pop Tape's my second favorite album. So he has number 2, but nothing's beating To Pimp a Butterfly. That shit's goated. That shit is goated.
So he has one of your favorite albums of all time.
Yeah.
But he's not in your top.
He's not in the top
I don't get
5,000
that.
at least?
Well, he's like maybe top 10, maybe, but when you disappear on the face of the earth, I don't hear about you. And then like I get in like after Down, I got into MF Doom, I got into JPEG Mafia. I really got into Tyler, really got into Frank Ocean, really got into Earl Sweatshirt. So I dove into all these artists while this nigga was disappeared. So I built a better connection with all these other niggas. You feel me?
But I don't know. But that's weird. Like I never heard somebody whose favorite album is like
Yeah,
a certain
not
album,
their
but
top
the
five.
artist isn't. Yeah, because like the top artists, the reason why they're my top artists because they have some of my favorite albums.
Yeah, it's weird, but I just don't connect with Kendrick no more. But that To Pimp a Butterfly I connect like hella hard. Cause that was at the height of my. You remember when I was not fake woke. Remember when I went through my woke stage?
Nah, you was fake woke.
I was calling niggas brothers.
We was
and
all
shit.
fake woke for a minute. Yeah.
Everybody goes through that stage. But yeah, that was during my woke stage and shit. So it was like perfect. It was perfect music at the perfect time for Daylen. So every time I listen to it, it just takes me back. You know what I mean? But yeah, I gave it one listen through, you know, as a
What you think about it?
I told this nigga it sounds like an old Spike Lee film. Like it sounds like Do the Right Thing. It sounds like She's Gotta Have It. It sounds like Crooklyn. It sounds like School Days. That's what it felt like more than an album. It felt like an actual fucking art, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, like he did it. Like Kendrick ain't go drop some bad shit, you know what I mean? This shit's gonna be well thought. Gonna be hard as shit. It's gonna be fucking radio track on there. It's gonna be some deep cuts.
I didn't even hear radio track.
I didn't hear a radio track on that.
I hear
one either.
all like he just went. He just did what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
I don't hear a. Apparently in 95 is, but I don't. It doesn't
They're
sound
gonna
like
put
a radio.
N95 on the radio, of course, because he's Kendrick. But there's no like pop, not pop.
Yeah,
track,
there's
but
no humble or
What's the
something
one
like
where
that.
he
no
was
humble,
like,
yeah.
"Bitch, I'm attracted." What's that one called?
Rick Spirits.
Rick
I
Spirit,
feel like that's a radio
that
song,
might
bro.
be a
I
radio
ain't
song,
gonna
yeah.
lie, that's a radio song, and that's one of my favorites. That's why I say that.
Yeah,
But still, I like to. It felt like all of him. Like he was hella honest in this
Yeah,
shit.
he was
He
very-
was
yeah.
mad real in this
And
shit.
what I got from it, me and Walter talked about it, but he like kind of portrayed each like
That's it.
each type of people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like he did that well, in my opinion. Like I really fucked with it. Like he seen a vision through each. I can't even speak right now. Each body.
take your time, baby, take
Each
your time.
person, you gotta cut
Take
this.
your time,
You gotta
baby.
cut this one out, Solo. You gotta see, y'all know what I'm trying to say though, but on me.
Go ahead, baby.
His
Nah,
take your
perspective
time.
and
Cut that one
shit,
out,
you know
though.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
What'd you think of the album, Walt?
I thought I told I think I told you. Did I?
Yeah, you-
It might be my favorite Kendrick album.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
This might be my favorite Kendrick album.
Yeah.
The whole gist of it is it feels like he's going to therapy because of how he's talking, how introspective the album is, and how he's talking about all his personal problems and stuff like that. So that's a real reason why I'm a Kanye fan, just because of the introspectiveness and like how the relatability.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, like conceptually, you know, with the Pimp a Butterfly, how they had the woke theme and the blackness and the themes that we can identify with this, especially because in the light of everybody being more open about their mental health and trying to go to therapy and trying to break generational curses, like I really fuck with this album.
Yeah. Really. Hey, that nigga's it's a well thought nigga, man.
Now I ain't gonna sit here and put it like on this pedestal though, because I think time will tell more than anything. But as of right now, I feel like it will be my favorite Kendrick album.
Okay.
That's crazy because like it's time for me because as of right now it's not worst as in like I hate it. It's just
It's not your top.
I think every album he has is better than this one.
But
in
also
my
you have
opinion.
more time with all those.
Yeah,
other
that's what I'm
albums,
saying.
so.
Like time
A lot
will
of
tell.
time. A lot of time with those albums.
Because I listened to it all the way through the first time. Visited back sometimes, but I haven't really visited it that much. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But like just like I said, the honesty, especially with Auntie Diaries, that shit was wild.
Yeah. What's the other one where you have the lady and him rapping? That shit was.
We
We cried together. We cried
I've
together.
never heard like some shit like that where I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro,
like
that shit is
this
so
this not even a song right now. This is like
And honestly, when I heard like it's a good song, but when I heard it, I thought of when Janae Aiko and Big Sean did
2088.
on 2088. I forgot what song. It
Oh,
was.
the when they're at the award, not the
the
award
talk
show,
show.
the talk show. That's the
That.
song name of the
So
song.
like
too.
it was good, but I was like, oh, okay, so that's what he's doing.
It's talk show esque, but it takes on a different level.
It's
Oh,
a
but
different
it's
level.
not on the same level,
Yeah,
JP.
it's
Come
like
on now. That's a whole song,
Yeah.
full-fledged argument.
That's-
That was
Yeah,
Baby
but-
Boy.
That was baby.
Nah,
To the
oh,
fullest
God.
extent. That
That's
was a little
good-ass
clip. I get what you're
comparison.
saying about the concept, Big Sean, Janae. That was only a little segment though.
That was the whole song.
We Cry Together is a whole song.
But wasn't talk show like the whole,
Talk show was
it was
like
basically
that.
the whole song.
Yeah,
was
talk show was like that.
like a talk
but
show.
It's on a
I'm
different
saying like
level.
yeah, it's on different. Like We Cry Together is way different.
Yeah.
It's better,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I feel like when people heard it, it was like the first time they heard that shit.
Yeah, and
But it
talk shows
wasn't.
did it first, and also the game did it before on Circles.
Yeah, on Circles.
Yeah, he did it before, but
I'm not saying. I just thought
it's not
when
something
people
new.
was, yeah.
but he definitely
Hey, but who did
set
it?
the bar.
Who did it the best though?
Well, yeah,
Kendrick,
yes,
yeah.
I'm saying like we cried together. Yes, did it the best. I'm just saying it wasn't the first time. Like it wasn't like when I heard it, it wasn't something like crazy. Like oh shit, this is crazy. It was just like oh, so that's what he's doing. It was me. It was like what they was saying was real. I liked it. It's better than the other ones.
Yeah,
But it wasn't something when I first heard it was like, oh, this is crazy.
yeah.
I thought it was crazy because it literally sums up all of Twitter. No, verbatim, word for word, like every counter argument that niggas would have. Like I swear I read this shit on a Twitter thread somewhere.
God.
And it literally just translates over at Alchemist Beat. That's why I thought it was ridiculous.
Nah, fuck you, nigga.
Especially what he was saying. His part is hilarious, like towards the end.
Yeah, because he just started making sense.
He said,
And
"Give me your
that's every nigga in every argument. We stop making sense after a while, and we just say shit, and then it's done.
He said, well, R&B bitches don't.
Oh yeah, why don't
put
they
a
feature
song
on each
together."
other tracks?
Like,
She
nigga,
was
what?
like, nigga, what?
The fuck you talking
I ain't gonna, that's a creative ass song though. Like, you feel me? No jokes
See,
aside.
that's
It's triggered.
It is, you feel me? In my opinion, because that is, I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them niggas. That's the first time I heard some shit like that. And like, for me, like, that's some creative ass shit. Because it's like an argument, nigga, into a song, bro. Like, what, bro? It brings a whole different vibe to it, you feel me?
Others have done it, but ain't nobody ever gonna do as good as that nigga
wasn't as
did
good
it.
as that. Because she also, because out of all the,
Is she a real
she,
Oh,
I don't know. She's an actress, right?
yeah, but that's like her first, like, little song. You feel
is
me?
it
It's her
really?
first, yeah, her first official
What a first song.
with Kendrick. Like, that's what I was
I was
saying,
about to
too.
say she won, by the way, in the whole.
Yeah, she won.
I think
for
that was
sure.
a given.
Yeah, she
she
won
won for
R&B,
sure.
yeah.
She was talking about I fucked your cousin. I
Dang,
shoulda fucked your
she
cousin.
fucked Swaggy P, bro. Come on now. God damn.
That's his cousin?
Yeah, you know Swaggy P is his cousin.
I didn't know that.
They young,
She
yeah.
could have been talking about him or Keem.
Or Keem,
my
yeah.
God.
It's just funny to think about Swaggy P though. It's like, damn, she really fucked Swaggy P.
But like when I was like with Auntie Diaries, I thought that shit was like, it was like brave for him. Like it was.
It was, yeah.
Because you don't hear that shit in hip hop at all. Like I feel like they niggas try to stay away from that.
What do you mean?
You know, we all heard Auntie Diaries, like
Elaborate.
you know the
Try to get
the
this nigga in trouble.
transgender.
Oh,
Stuff
okay.
and all that.
Alright,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nigga, you knew what I was talking about. You know what I'm
Alright, cool.
But
There
yeah, I
are
just-
like, well, go ahead, never mind.
There are.
I mean, there's gay rappers, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like as a straight nigga to do that shit, like
That is true.
and to just straight up just say it. It was like something like it was brave. I'm not gonna lie. It was I didn't think I would hear that shit from him.
Yeah, it was yeah. Very again, like this nigga well thought, introspective, like fucking sounds like a therapy section.
Yeah.
Sounds like he getting all
Especially
all his shit out.
The Mother I sober? Yeah, Mother I
Yeah,
sober.
Mother I
That's my
Sober, yeah.
favorite one on that track.
Bro, just gonna ask y'all, what's your favorite ones besides you?
Savior.
Savior?
Yeah, we cried together. It's my favorite. Yeah, that shit genius.
What's your favorite?
I like the interlude and the song.
What's the one with
Kodak?
With Kodak, yeah, that shit go hard.
Silent-
too.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. That
cool.
shit go hard too.
Mine is Rich Spirit though. Rich Spirit. It's a banger. on
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Bitch, I'm attracted. I've been fasting. I ain't been fasting.
Yeah, man. K-Dot, that nigga, man.
Need to go.
Yeah, man.
Free Thug.
Why
Yep. Free
What
Thug.
You can keep gunning.
Nah, fuck no, nigga. I need Gunna. Come
Nah,
on.
I'm gonna pull up on Chloe right now. You can keep gunning.
Yeah, man. How y'all feel about that?
All
have
of
no idea
Atlanta
what
is
happened.
suffering. Pray for Atlanta right now.
Oh God.
Pray for Atlanta. RIP, Lil Key.
Yeah, rest in peace to that nigga, bro. For real.
They just took down all YSL. They're planning on taking out more groups. The mayor is not stopping at YSL. The mayor
Shit.
plans on going after 4PF, which is Lil Baby's gang, and Homicide, which is Playboy Cardi's group. So imagine they take all of Atlanta out of hip hop.
Damn.
What do y'all think that would do to music, bro?
Atlanta
Taking that,
gone?
like-
Because Atlanta's been on top since
Yeah.
Outkast said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Pop might make a comeback. Rock might make a comeback. If
Nah,
you take
East
Atlanta out.
Coast gonna take over.
Yeah, the East Coast will
The East
probably
Coast
take
was
over.
gonna
Everybody's
take
gonna
over
get
if that
sturdy.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Bro.
think so, yeah. It's
Yeah.
It's kind of
I like New York music. I like the drill.
Like the
That
drill.
drill shit is
like
hard,
the drill.
yeah.
Hey man, listen to the kids. The kids like the drill too. That's all they fucking listen to.
I feel like that's where it's shifting because like Atlanta had that wave with it because they also had the dances with it. If you think about it, all those dances came from Atlanta too. Like just
Yeah.
they hit them all that shit, and now niggas getting sturdy,
Yep.
and that's the East Coast type shit.
It's what I
So-
think it's whatever is fun at the time. Atlanta has like it's hip hop, but it's like fun as fuck to listen
Yeah,
to, you know
and
what I
that's
mean?
so is New York.
Yep. Yeah. So it might take over.
Damn, they had to lock up a whole state to get them out the game.
God.
That's how you do it.
Undefeated. The feds had to get them niggas.
Some niggas from the West Coast better pop on the scene or something,
Bro, you know
like,
that's not gonna happen, bro.
It's not, but like,
you know
damn.
that it's good to think about. It's like,
Kendrick our only hope for real.
yeah,
But he's not even the West Coast that we talking about.
yeah, he doesn't.
Facts.
He doesn't. He just does. He's universal.
So why isn't Kendrick and Tyler like when we say West Coast? Why isn't
mean-
Kendrick and Tyler like?
They don't have that sound.
he is.
They
Are
don't
they
have the West
bigger?
Coast
They're
sound.
Are they
from the
bigger
West
than it?
Coast.
They're probably bigger than the West Coast scene.
But they still from here though. Isn't that not considered?
Yeah, we don't get no
contributed to
points
it?
for that.
That's true.
Okay, because we got to talk about like when you talk about West Coast. At least when I talk about West Coast, I'm thinking of what the West Coast sound is right now.
Mm.
When we talk about the Blue Bucks Clan
No,
and
that's a fact.
all
Okay,
the, like
yeah.
the party, because that's what I'm think of when I think of West Coast. The
Yeah.
party music, that
Okay.
shit.
Cause like Tyler and Kendrick, they have like that.
Yeah, their
sound.
own sounds
Yeah,
and shit.
so you can't even consider them West Coast.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And but
You
like
have
when
to
you
consider
go to,
West- Kendrick West Coast. He has G-Funk
I'm
roots.
saying he's West
He do,
Coast.
He do, yeah. Yeah.
But-
he do.
Like when you think it, so when you think Kendrick, do you think of West Coast music or you just think as a like just hip hop
That's
artist?
a good ass question. I ain't gonna lie.
I think of him as an artist. and
That's what I'm saying.
He
and that's kind of
transcends,
because he
yeah.
doesn't limit himself in a box.
Yeah, he's not in a box like others. Like Atlanta, even though Atlanta and New York, I feel like they got boxes with their music.
Mhm.
They should still universal. Like it's still.
Yeah,
reachable.
So
most
what you
definitely.
saying is West Coast niggas, some West Coast niggas put themselves in a box?
Why you no don't?
My
put
fault.
this on
It was
me
just
like
a good
I'm-
question. It was just a good
I
question.
mean,
I mean,
go ahead, JP.
so does like I'm saying, like Atlanta and New York do too. I'm
Yeah.
just saying their shit spreads more.
It
to
just
other
happens to
places.
tra-
I
It
ain't
just
gonna lie,
happens to travel.
I ain't gonna lie, I just hate that West Coast music just don't travel like that.
sucks,
Like
yeah.
it sucks, but like you feel me? It is what it is.
Like
at the
nigga,
end
if
of
you're in
the
the Midwest, bro, you're not listening to Dom Kitty
At all,
Like,
which
what the
is-
fuck is this?
day. Like damn, my heart just broke into my.
nigga living on a farm, he ain't trying to listen to no goddamn
Nah,
Dom
that's a
Kennedy.
fact though. But like I don't know,
It's just the eras. Look, the eras of time. We had our time in the '90s,
We did.
so
Yeah, we
it's
did.
not our time no more. I guess.
Hey, can I
don't know.
interlude ask a question since you guys are talking about that?
Mhm.
So when you had Snoop Dogg, right, and then you had like Wu-Tang Clan, I think it was a lot more identifiable where the music came from, right? Because Dre and those guys were all West Coast, like true West Coast. And then like, Wu-Tang Clan, they had all those old sampling, that was East Coast. And then ATL had their sound, and then you had, some guys that like in Detroit and every. Do you feel like now today's music is less definable than before? Or do you feel like it's
I
just
think
changed?
a little bit more?
It's
Okay.
more.
Because Atlanta, if I hear some shit, I'm like, that came from Atlanta or that came from New York.
Damn, that's hard.
Well, Atlanta,
because-
more so Atlanta. When I hear something, I'm like, this artist from Atlanta
and New York,
and New York. Yeah,
because
actually a good
I
ass
think it is more.
yeah.
It's still identifiable, just with different sounds. Like
Mm.
the G Funk back then, the funky shit back then with the West Coast with Snoop Dogg and all them. I'm just saying that reached,
Yeah,
but the funky shit now,
yeah.
the West Coast shit, it don't reach because you can still look at like East Coast niggas like Joey Badass. You can hear him, and he's from New York.
Yeah, most definitely.
You said one word that stuck out to me. You said the funky shit now. What funky shit now?
That's what I'm saying. There's no funky.
There is
shit.
no funky shit.
That's
So it's
deep.
not reaching. It's just
It's boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same pattern. Everybody has the same pattern. It's like what Jay-Z said. He can't tell who is who. Everybody has the same flow. Everybody get on the same beat.
And that's current. I think it's more so identifiable now because the saturation of today.
Yeah, it's so music is super accessible.
Super accessible, and you could look up on YouTube how to do any fucking type of beat or any type of sound. So like niggas is just gonna like, all right,
There are templates that give you the same auto tune as Juice WRLD RIP, give you
Yeah.
the same auto tune as The Weeknd, as
Yeah.
Ariana Grande, so on and so forth. Like it's dumb easy
Yeah.
now.
So that's
The
how
computer
you
is almost gonna do it for us.
get, I mean,
So I have a quick question. So do y'all think it's kind of like hard to be original?
we for creativity, as a whole.
As far as
yes.
music,
as far as music,
Yeah.
yeah, because everything's been done in music so far. I mean, of course, everybody says that and somebody figured some new shit out, but for the most part, everything's pretty much been done in music. So even to be original, you have to be original some other aspect of music to be like that new nigga, to be innovative. So it's
Do
tough.
you though? Because yeah, but you hear niggas like how the hell did Gunna and like Baby Thug like they low-key sound like every other nigga, but they still got big. You think that's just because that's the Atlanta effect?
Or
Because
they
you
just
said
good.
you don't have to be original. Like you said, you have to be original.
You don't have to be original to get put on.
You gotta have the
Well, no,
right
what
niggas
the
To
hell
be
makes
innovative,
you-
to be innovative, you just
I think
gotta,
a cosign really helps
Yeah, that's what I was
nowadays.
gonna say.
Everybody looks like even
Yeah,
with
those are all- yeah.
cosigns by influencers, by celebrities, by people with some type of status. Like those always contribute to how we view things or how we our opinions on things.
Yeah.
It applies for shoes, it applies for art, it applies for films, whatever.
I mean,
Oh yeah, because your question said, is it harder to be or not? Like,
Yeah,
do you
is
have
it
to be-
is it
okay,
harder
my
to be
bad.
original? You know
oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
everything's saturated. Everything's been done. You can look up anything, but the only way to I've talked to you about this about creative theory. The only way to innovate and be original is just to try some shit and just keep failing at it until you actually like fucking master it, and then that's how you become original. Niggas have done it like all the time, but it's just few far in between because it's just easier to do whatever everybody else is doing.
Yeah, but like even with like the original niggas, like you can say I can sit here and say like Tyler is original, but
Yeah.
at the same time, he got a lot of influence from like Pharrell and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
them, and
But, like-
Pharrell was at the time original.
he like taking each little aspect of his favorite artist and creating it into
Yeah,
one.
you
So that's what
still
I'm
you
saying.
still
So
take
the-
inspiration from
Yeah.
niggas. Like you could most definitely hear the Neptune's inspiration in Tyler shit. But it's still his sound. It's like it's fuck. I was watching some shit. Juice World, one of his favorite artists is Tyler the Creator. You don't hear this nigga. This nigga do not sound like Tyler the Creator, but he still took influences from him. Not obviously, but still. So niggas still can take influence from someone, or someone can still influence an aspect of your shit, but overall, it's just different. You know what I mean?
I don't even think people care about originality anymore.
Nah, I mean niggas, yeah. That's
So
even
like, what is the point?
yeah, and that's
It's
why,
almost sad to say, but like, what is the point?
and I feel like niggas who create shit, that's what they come to think. It's like, do these niggas actually want actual creativity, actual original shit? Let me just fill the pot. Let me just get in that pocket so I can get successful. So I feel like a lot of niggas who create shit, music, film, fashion, they just looking at like what niggas are, what's the trends are and what's hot. So they're like, fuck it, let me just fucking do this so I can be somewhat sort of successful. And that's where you get the saturation part of. Everybody's just looking at what's popping or what they can do that's popping. So it's not necessarily like, oh, I like this sound, or oh, I like this style. Let me just master it or try to do some shit with it.
I have a question though, because how do you adjust to the times while remaining you? Like I look at artists like Lil Wayne, I look like artists like Nicki Minaj, I look like artists like Kanye and shit like that, who've been in the game for like has so much longevity in the game, and just listening to like the catalog. I say this sparingly, more so for like Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne. Like Nicki Minaj is on a drill beat. I listen to how far she came from the Pink Print, listen from Super Bass and all them type of like songs. Like, so I feel like at a certain point you do have to adjust, but it's very hard to like still remain, like still have that lasting quality that people fell in love with you for, like initially.
But do you like are you saying that they have to do that, or because I feel like the reason why they do that is because they already have like a cult following, like Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj, and that whole era, this like 2000s era. I feel like they already got cult followings of like just their fan base. Their fan base is going to go with them either way, which is why we can sit here and say, oh, Lil Wayne has been like subpar these past few years, but he's still like, in my opinion, like top 2, top 3. But you can't do that with anybody new because, all right, like nigga, it's your turn. Like you up next, so show me why you're special. I feel like that's why you gotta. Yeah. Cause like who has a cult following in this day and age of like new artists? That what you say now, like years from now, oh, like they started some shit. Not like nobody.
And that's just the times. All those cult following artists, they popped off before social media really got like hot. You know what I mean? But
I do feel like you have to adjust in some way, shape, or form, though.
Mhm.
Like if Soulja Boy was still rapping over them fucking telephone beats, do you still think he would be hot in rap?
No, but he's still. Would you say he still has like a co-following? Like he's still.
I think people just like his character.
I think people just like his character.
Yeah.
But even for that, like, cause him and Tyga is like the same for me as they don't innovate with they
They
shit,
just keep it the
but
same.
they're the same. But they're still like we can't discredit their like the impact that they had on music. I think
Yeah.
Tyga and Soulja Boy still had like a big impact
Yeah.
on music,
Yeah, Soulja Boy for real, but I don't
even
know.
though, yeah,
I mean, to be relevant, you got to keep with the times.
In some way, shape, or
In
form.
some
You
way,
have to
shape,
have
or form.
relatability.
Yeah, like even
Like if
listen-
you're if you're too far out of touch, like how is anybody gonna interpret what you're doing?
yeah,
Exactly.
it's mostly for new listeners too.
Like you can do something specifically for a certain audience and that'll be fine. But if you're going to like still be one of the biggest artists while also trying to keep up, also trying to be innovative, also trying to be one of the top selling artists, you have to have some type of relatability
Yeah,
in some way, shape, or form.
because like, they'll still always have those fan bases that fell in love with them at first, and they'll stick with them. But you're not gonna gain no new
Whether it's
following.
whether it's the type of production or the subject matter or the lingo, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to have some type of update.
Yeah, like Donda that's a prime example.
like who?
Donda, the album. Yeah,
Yeah, well, cause yeah, like a co-following because like Chance, he.
wait, hold on.
Oh my god.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like he's the perfect example of somebody who he had a sound in the beginning, but once he changed up, everybody just left. Like things
left for a
with
reason.
Tyga and yeah, I know for a reason because he couldn't bring that co-following with him. But like the artists you said, they still have that co-following as in where they can drop some trash, but they'll still be considered like greats.
Yeah, but
And that's just like, wait, go ahead.
well, Soulja has people love Soulja character anyway.
Yeah.
So niggas just gonna write it off, and then girls love like Tyga's attractive to women and whatever you're attracted to. So he's still gonna be like not put on, but still gonna be good even if he drops some trash. But Chance, not really attractive. People hate his character. He's fucking married and shit. Nobody cares. He's talking about that shit all day. So niggas just drop that nigga. They're like, all right, fuck you.
My thing with Chance is like, so when I say like being innovative, keep up with the times, I didn't have a problem with some of the songs. Like if he would, maybe let's say if he would have half, let's say he would have did that project with more gospel undertones, or maybe let's say the subject matter was around the same. I wouldn't have had a problem with the album.
Yeah.
It just felt like the album he was trying to force himself onto TikTok.
That's what
Onto
I
every
felt from
TikTok
that album.
challenge.
It didn't feel. It didn't feel. What's the word? It didn't feel like him.
Yeah.
It felt like he was trying too much. You hear
Yeah.
coloring book. You hear
He went backwards with that shit.
acid rap. Like you feel like that's
Yeah,
Chance.
that's
That
Chance.
is Chance.
Because he's
but
getting personal with that
yeah,
shit. And
this one just felt
it was
like
just a
he was
whole
just-
bunch of. I don't know.
It felt like the industry got to him at that point.
Yeah.
He was like, let me just
oh no,
put some.
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Industry.
Like I get it, like I remember at the time he was posting himself dancing a lot, and I think
What?
like Uzi was
Yep,
posting himself
yep, he's
dancing
doing
a lot.
dance.
That's not
Yeah.
the Chance I know.
But
Yup.
But the thing is, like, it was weird because the singles that he was dropping before
Groceries
that
was cool though.
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, Groceries cool. I Might Need Security was really good.
Yes.
Like a lot of his singles was. I was like,
Yeah,
hype.
that's what I'm saying.
That
All
was
those
his
shit
best
was good.
songs.
He dropped like it was like 4 good tracks.
So if he wanted to, I guess I don't know. I guess he just had fun with it. That's all we can say.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
think
he
his
just
next
had fun
project
with
would
it.
be good.
No,
No.
I don't know. I don't know. I really kind of just don't listen.
He just need to get back to him. Just make music that
I
Who's he
think
signed
he is
to?
him right now. Like,
is independent.
Independent.
I think. Yeah.
oh no, that nigga. I feel like he's happy, so he don't care.
Well,
He does not
it's always
care.
crazy to me because he fired his manager, and his manager was trying to prevent him from dropping it. Maybe his manager was trying to do him
Yeah,
a favor.
that nigga was trying to steer him on the
He
right.
said a favor.
That nigga a
Well,
favor.
shit, we seen the after. Well, now we're calling it a favor, but like he, in hindsight, yeah, he's probably doing him a favor.
Hey, I got one more interlude
Yes, sir.
question. Okay, because you guys are so experts on this stuff, but
LOL.
I think we're discounting the power of social media and its effect on performance and music and popularity as opposed to like before, right? I mean, because a couple things like you can, like you said, you can put out trash music, but you can have a great social media manager who has you on Instagram and TikTok and all this stuff all the time, right? Just like you talked about Soulja Boy. I haven't really heard anything great from Soulja Boy, and maybe I don't listen to him that much, but he's still in the news because he's always saying controversial shit, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, how does this guy stay so popular? You know, and that's it. But my question is, don't you guys think with today's climate of music, it's just a matter of time before you get sucked in by the industry? Because now there's so much draw to stay popular, to stay in the game, right? That you end up doing things that are outside of your creativity, outside of the things you always wanted to do, just to stay popular, just to stay trending, just to stay on top. Don't you think it's only a matter of time before that happens to most groups?
I mean, it's already happening to everybody. I mean, you look at just like music, not today, like all the artists, they have to have like a character. It's like they're fucking professional wrestlers. Yachty said it one time. It's like everybody's just a professional wrestler. So I mean, social media is such a big part of just living now, just everyday life. That like, if you're signed to a label or a record company or some shit, they have social media marketers. Is like, all right, this is hot, so this is what you need to steer to get the followers and to get listeners. I think mostly niggas are just trying to get followers on social media. That internalizes into listeners, obviously, but niggas are not music first. They're more so, what's gonna pop first?
I knew social media was important when I seen Saweetie's fan base, because I'm like, are y'all listening to what I'm listening? But regardless of what they're listening to, like the way she brands herself and the way she markets herself is genius. It's absolutely genius.
Yeah.
So social media, yes, has definitely had a major impact.
That's like everything. If you could master, art doesn't even matter no more. That's that. Here's some. If y'all ain't never heard nothing from me, this is what y'all need to hear. All my artistic niggas, your art does not fucking matter nowadays. If you're trying to do art on a professional level where you're getting paid, no matter what creative space you're in, your fucking art do not matter. Your social media market matters. So within that, just create whatever the fuck you want and then hire someone who knows what they're doing on social media. Art does not matter. No more. No, art is dead. It's fucking deceased. RIP. No one just looks at shit for the feeling of art.
The pleasure.
The pleasure of art. You see it. But that's every facet of art. Nothing matters. It don't matter what you create. This is your character.
Dude, that shit frustrate me.
It's very frustrating because, you know, there are niggas who actually love the art. All of us here, we actually listen to shit that we like. We actually watch shit that we like, or we wear shit that we like. But we're talking about the masses of people, especially people who grew up with a phone in their pocket. They don't give a fuck what the product sounds like or looks like, bro. They just want to, you know, get the clout and listen to whoever they listening to. You feel me? So it's sad.
I guess because I'm just like one of those anti-social media niggas.
Me too.
That
Like,
just-
I got you.
that
Yeah,
irritates me. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that shit.
we're the minority. They're not worrying about us. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck what we think. So
Yeah, I think that's why I like the 2000s, because you had the perfect mix of both.
perfect mix of technology and like fucking good art. You know what I mean? So it's dead now. RIP art. So to all my fellow artists, it doesn't matter what you create. Just create what you want to create. At the end of the day, no one's gonna care. Unless you
God
unless you
damn.
popping. Unless you
Goddamn.
popping, it's not gonna matter.
Fuck.
Good though.
Yeah, but like, all right. So back to that point, like because when we have artists like a T-Pain's and Nelly's, right? Because the only artists like that nowadays that I can really compare to those dudes is a Smino. And we talked about like originality. Would you say that's part of that too? Because you can't really, like, you don't define those niggas by coast either. Well, Nelly, I don't know much like St. Louis, like Midwest. Would you say does that sound Midwest?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, most definitely. They put on for the Midwest. They say it proudly too.
Okay. Well, but like people like T-Pain, because he's original, right? Would you say he's original with, even though there's other niggas who done auto-tune all that shit for sure, but he's one of those dudes who, because like didn't Usher say he ruined auto-tune, or he said
took it to a
ruined
level.
Yeah.
T-Pain took that shit to a
It's a
whole
whole new
different
level.
level. Yeah, because niggas were always using auto-tune, but like T-Pain was like, nah, I'm just
But the
gonna
level
do
he
it.
took it, So like, would you say that's like the originality or the innovation on a different level is that you're talking about?
I think so. Just because like he took it to another level. Like it wasn't just how other niggas use it, just a little bit at a time. He took it. The whole song was the auto tune with it. So with that being said, I think it's original because not many niggas doing that. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you don't even know his real voice. You feel me? You just know his auto tune voice. So I think that shit original.
How'd that shit die out? Like, when did that shit fade away? Like, it just
Auto-tune?
just yeah,
I
just
don't
him.
think
Like,
auto-tune
or like
never
his.
died
No,
out.
I'm talking about like him, like just his.
Oh, him? People just got tired of this shit. He was very one-dimensional.
And I feel like during that time, it was a perfect time for him. Because like everybody was in the club.
That's crazy because I always felt like T-Pain had bars. I don't know if y'all heard like the Wonderland. I think Wonderland. Or no, it's like the tape of him. It's blue background. And it's like a Ferris wheel. I remember specifically listening, and that nigga had some bars. My cousin had that shit on CD. He used to give that shit a run. So you talk about him being one dimensional. Like before he was doing the auto tune, he was actually like rapping, and I actually fucked with it.
What's the Trapper turn singer? Something like that.
Something like it was something like
like
that.
that.
No, for real, it was something like that.
That was, you said that was before he.
Or I think it was around the time, or it wasn't even before. Not before he had auto tune, because I think he was doing it on his earlier shit too. But I want to say before, like he had mainstream exposure. Like, when niggas is underground, just putting shit out, trying to get their pill on. I think that was before, like, he had his first break. I was listening to songs that he had out. My cousin had it on CD.
And actually, like, when you was talking about innovation or original music, something like that, would you say, because one artist that I've gotten into a lot is 070 Shake, and this other dude, he was on, He's kind of like, he's one of those, I think he uses auto-tune, but he has that singing high voice rap shit. He was on somebody's album, but like those, would you say those are like original? Because that's like experimental type shit.
There's a lot of experimental shit out there. That's mostly what the shit I try
Are
to
we
listen
saying
to.
experimental equals
Innovation?
Yeah.
If you master your experimental, what you're experimenting with is innovation. But if you haven't mastered it, it's just experimental. So there's a lot of experimental music out there. Again, everything's at your fingertips. So a lot of the Spotify shit I get recommended is a lot of just like obscure like vaporwave and like obscure like plug shit. So there is a lot of innovation out there. You're just not gonna see it on the surface level. You'll have to dig deep for it. But there is niggas experimenting and trying to innovate. It just doesn't matter. Like I said, it's just
like nobody's going.
Yeah, no one's
click on
gonna
that shit.
like you see 07, what's her name?
070 Shake.
Yeah. Like they don't fucking push her at all. Is she signed with Ye?
I don't know. That's where I like found out about her was from Ye.
Yeah, because she's on was she on
She was on yeah, almost something like that. But like that, I found out about her from Ye, and then you go into like you just click on her, and then you go into other artists that's like her. It's like, oh, this is a whole sound that I never heard of.
Yeah, exactly.
That is not pushed at all.
It's not pushed at all because they don't have a character. You know what I mean?
No, she got a character.
Like no, like
and even like a Casey Hill, like they just don't. You think that's where it comes to the social media part?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Man, we need to go back to the CD days. Fuck the bullshit.
Fuck the bullshit, nigga.
Hand
That's
out
when you
CDs.
actually had to be good.
No, God, for real.
Niggas had to actually buy shit. You had to be good.
You really gotta go out and
When they come
go
throw
to
this
the
out the
record
window.
store and get that shit.
Yeah, man. But
That's what happens when you don't gatekeep. Not gonna
true.
lie.
That-
That's
hey,
what happens when
go
you don't
ahead.
gatekeep. When you make shit accessible to everybody, everybody's gonna have their own iteration. But at least there's people brave enough to try and put it out there though. That's what I will commend.
yeah. Again, there's a lot of
Because a lot of
innovative
people
shit.
just talk and don't even try it.
But just yeah, art is just dead. RIP. Especially music. It's just not dead as in a sense like music would never be popular. Music is the most popular art form out there. Everyone listens to music. Everyone likes music. But as in like how we had it in the 2000s, 90s, the 80s, the 70s, it would never be the same. It's so saturated. But there is some good shit if you take your time out and actually search for it.
I wonder if that's just a perspective that we have because we're getting older. Like the younger kids that are coming up. I wonder
What they think.
they're probably the opposite of us.
They're probably like, this shit is amazing.
I think I feel like it's gonna get like that eventually. Cause even like like older people, they don't like our shit.
Yeah, the people
Facts.
before us.
Yeah,
And I used to think
facts.
that the new shit that I was hearing was going to be everywhere. And sure it
Yeah.
is. It's everywhere. So maybe that's the perspective right now.
That is very true. Yeah, we are some old heads now. So
So that's what it is. Music isn't dead. We just getting old.
probably so. Probably so. Cause niggas probably like that group on 90 shit and it's in the 2000s.
Nah, because I'm not going to lie. When I was in high school, I didn't have a problem keeping up with all the music. And there was a lot of music coming out in high school.
That's true. Yeah,
A lot of mixtapes. I went
Yeah.
through a lot of mixtapes,
That's
a lot of
true.
albums. I think it's a mentality shift.
I think so.
Because we are getting older and we're trying to hold on to the stuff that we found dearest to our heart.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't sound the same.
Yeah, and we just still listen to the old shit. Like the old shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
And we are
We
getting
old niggas. we old
We
niggas
some
for
old
real.
niggas, man. We some old niggas.
So like but then you also have people who are like on the opposite, or people who are trying to like everything that they hear that's new just because it's new, or people who are trying to appreciate everything just because it's out and it's because it has a trend attached to it. So it's kind of hard not to get caught between either or.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true.
But I feel like is where they're at now. It's not going to stop just because of the social media aspect.
Yeah, it's changed. But I mean, every aspect of life. You could say television changed music too. You know, especially when everyone had not cable, but
Television?
when everyone had television set, that kind of changed the music industry. So every like new technological, I can't speak, but every new like advancement in the
Technology.
technology, every new advancement, it kind of like does the industry in one way, shape, or form.
How did it affect the music though? Television.
I don't know, but it affected it. I don't know. Don't put me on spot. Don't put me on the spot. You know, but it definitely. Shut up. It definitely changed it in some way, shape, or form. 'Cause
Music videos, 1984.
Yeah, I was-
music
like,
videos.
I was about to say,
they're
One
not like
music
television?
videos, and then niggas were performing live. Like what's that nigga named? Johnny Carson.
You can say MTV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
you
the,
can
on
say
the talk
television
shows,
for
but
MTV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Soul
they've been doing that
Train.
forever though.
Yeah, Soul Train. Like it still changed the industry.
okay.
So yeah, fuck y'all niggas.
No, because you just said like you just have to say the show. So I'm thinking television, like just regular ass television.
No, like
okay, yeah,
a
nah,
set,
I
like
get
a
you.
TV set, you know.
like in like a TV channel. You
TV,
mean?
yeah, like
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
not just like TV in general, but everything changes the music industry. And come on now, it's the undefeated industry anyway. So
Yeah, we're just old.
yeah, I'm already set in my ways. Shit, nigga, I listening. Yeah,
He said I listen to shit.
bro, I listen to the same niggas all the time.
Hey, it's okay. I
Wait,
do too.
hold on. We can't become the old heads.
Nah, it's
Nah,
it's
bro.
all
Because
right.
like when we was getting younger, we was like, man, they tripping.
Nah,
So are we
facts.
tripping?
Yes,
It's
for sure.
inevitable, bro. It was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Cause I'm bro. I
We
be
gotta
going
break
back
the
to
cycle
old
though.
shit.
We gotta break the
Nah.
cycle. Fuck.
I
What
was
do you
listening.
mean no?
I'm already hating on.
I'm
all
even
you
going
niggas.
back to bro. My
Bro,
dad
I-
be telling me about the shit that he be
bro,
listening to.
I don't even.
I'm
I
going
never
back
heard.
to Marvin. Nah,
I never heard a little baby song, bro, and I'd be like, "Fuck that nigga!" Like for no
Oh,
reason, I'd be like, "Fuck that nigga."
Not
I'd be
Lil
like, "Nah,
Baby.
Roddy Ricch, nah, fuck any popular nigga." I'd be like, "Fuck that nigga."
Oh, you just a hater.
let me
Yeah.
listen to Dilated People. Let me
Nah,
listen
I
to
can't.
Slum
do-
Village. You
I
know what
realize that, man. I can't. You said you gotta realize. I'm having that realization, man. I can't be out here turning into an old head, man.
Hey, it's just a part
It's
of life.
okay.
You don't want
Nah,
It's a part of life,
nah,
bro.
bruh.
I mean,
That's
it-
down bad.
Nah, bro. It's gonna happen. Like
Also-
it feel good though.
It feels good.
It
What?
feel good.
It feels
Y'all
good,
niggas
right?
old,
It feel good
fool.
getting
It feels
old.
good.
Hell no.
Okay.
Nigga, let
You
me
know?
stay my age forever.
Cause you don't want to be an old nigga keeping up with the times. Like that's not cool.
Yeah.
Why
You don't
not?
want-
I mean, to an extent. To an extent. I mean, like you overly exerting yourself into everything that's new or trendy. Okay, yeah. But like, if there's certain things that you still keeping up with, like I see old niggas that are still wearing some new Jordans and shit like that. Like
I
the
see-
sneakerheads that still stay around on them years.
Yeah.
Like that's fine.
I'm already set, bro.
I'm seeing
like,
old niggas getting beat up and shit. Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, bro. I'm
that's
seeing
not
niggas
cool,
40 getting
bro.
jumped, bro.
That shit-
Is that really where you want to be? And that's because he's probably stuck in his ways too. Bro.
Exactly.
See, exactly. That's
Bro.
why you gotta.
And we're
get
talking
old.
about Freddie Gibbs, old ass getting
You gotta
jumped.
get old. That's exactly why. Because he not getting old.
he not getting old.
Oh,
This
God.
nigga's trolling this shit. That's why you
Niggas
get beat
still
up.
on the internet trolling. niggas.
That's why you're 40 trolling, bro. Like that's why you get beat up.
40 years.
It's not cool.
That shit is hilarious. Yeah,
But nah, team old head, right, JP?
Yes,
Hell
Team
yeah.
Oldhead.
Hell
Everybody with me,
nah,
right?
bruh.
Hell
fucking
nah.
yeah.
Yes.
Love that old shit.
I mean, we're all old heads. Come on, Walter. You know.
No, we're not. No, we're not. That's the problem.
Why do you say you're not
That's the
old head?
problem. That's the problem. We already exerting ourselves as old. 20 is not old. If you're in
I'm
your
no-
20s, that's nowhere
Not
near
age,
old.
not age.
Age.
Just mentality.
Just mentality. Like, thinking,
Why do we have an old mentality? We shouldn't even be shifted to. Is because other people have an old mentality?
because
first
we
off,
appreciate old shit more than the new shit, and we like the old shit more than new shit.
And
Walter,
also,
it's because things are changing faster than they used to. That's
Yes.
why.
Yeah.
And so you guys
that's
like what
facts.
you like, and it's human nature to make our world smaller. Find things we like and stick with them. That's what it is.
Why do we make it smaller though?
that's just how we move. And then old niggas are wise too.
I mean, I'm not
the old head.
saying we don't. Okay, so like, do you is anything that you can say that came out in the past 5 years that you would say that you would put like is something like your favorite, like anything? You can be music, movies, anything.
Movies. I'll give you one. Black Panther. That was an experience, a movie experience that I never had with another film.
Like a new film.
Yeah, with a new film. Like I actually went to the theater and I was like, holy shit, it's a theater damn near 80% is black people.
Man, that's
I've
crazy.
never seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was different.
Really?
That you didn't have an experience for Black Panther?
I did, but like as favorite shit, like my favorite movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's your favorite?
Fucking like it's from the two, bro. Like
Yeah.
Road Bounce and Drumline is like
Road
my
Bounce,
top
yeah.
favorite movies. Those are all 2000 shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't. I like shit now. Some shit now like really inspires me. Yeah, but maybe it's just the nostalgia
Yeah.
feeling that it gives me that I like.
Like all my top 5 movies are all from 2000s.
Yeah.
When you said that and all childhood shit, but
Cause when you get older, I don't want to be depressed. Nah, fuck it. When you get older, sometimes shit just suck. It just goes downhill.
yeah, no, most
Like,
definitely.
if we being real, you can enjoy life. I'm not saying you can enjoy life, but like,
yeah,
man, you gotta.
it's more simpler back then.
Yeah,
So it's
everything
just
was just
easier,
simple. So
yeah.
when I watch shit from back then, when I hear shit from back, like
go back.
if I listen to fucking the shock value or some shit like that, nigga, my body, my soul just goes back to that time. Like I have vivid memories
Yeah.
of when I watch that shit or listen to that shit, and it's all good memories.
Oh, me, go back to that kid feel like.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
fair. How you feel at a certain point in time and where you're at in life definitely influences like how you retain those experiences or how you retain certain songs, certain albums, whatever that you like. Definitely how you feel at the time matters.
I will say though, as a whole old head, there is a new movie that's struck me so bad that
Oh, yeah.
like it's in my top 5 now. Everything, everywhere, all at
Everything,
once.
everywhere, all at once.
Nigga.
I still
Greatest.
got to see that shit.
I'm gonna say this right here. Greatest movie I ever seen in my life.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Oh wait, but then we just asked, what have you seen from the past 5 years that's gonna leave an impact on you or
You
that has
asked me
resonated?
Yeah, I didn't answer.
I mean, yeah, but
Nah, I
everybody
didn't
can answer that question.
Yeah, but
It's
for
not
me-
abnormal to have it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not normal. I'm
Yeah.
just, I guess it's all like your perspective, like how you see things.
But also, that movie is the greatest movie ever made. So it's
You haven't
like-
took one
movies
thing-
is different.
Yeah,
movies is
movies
different.
is different.
Honestly, for me, because there's a lot of movies in the past, like new movies that I would say I fucking love.
Okay, what about
Then-
my fault?
but-
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Now go ahead.
I was gonna say now. What about albums? Like albums that make you feel like
Well, for me, all my favorite albums are recent, more so recent time. Because I wasn't really listening to music or was
See,
into
and how y'all niggas gonna be old heads if all y'all favorite
Would you
shit is coming out right now?
But no, like
I didn't say that shit.
but like all my favorite artists, I just stick with them though. It's like, all right, I'm gonna stick with y'all niggas forever.
why you do that though? Why you limit
What's
yourself
the
like
cutoff for that shit though?
What's the cutoff?
What's the cutoff for getting old? Like,
This nigga.
like I gotta know the cutoff.
Wait,
Because if we talking, because my cutoff when I say 2000s, I'm talking about like from what I can remember of 2004 to about 2010. That's my cutoff.
Okay.
And Twisted Fantasy is my favorite album of all time. That came out 2010.
2010.
So I'm good.
yeah.
Like I'm still. I
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna lie. I think my cutoff is probably like high school.
High school.
I think I'm
See, I think high school too late, too old.
Yeah. I mean, for
Or
movies wise, mine was like elementary school, movies wise. Because 2010 is my cutoff. But like for music, I wasn't into music until I was in high school. So That's why To Pimp is
Yeah.
my favorite album.
I say high school because, like I always said, I was late into always finding shit. So for me, majority of my elementary years and middle school years, it was mainly focused on one thing, and it was just sports.
Oh God, yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
That's where I was coming from. You feel me? I was never
So
looking.
but when I got into like 8th grade and first getting into high school, that's when I first downloaded Spinrilla, and that's when niggas was just going crazy trying to find new music every week.
Oh, me. I guess it's just the hype when you in that art form, you know, that movies or TV or fucking music. So whenever you got into it. Usually your favorite from that era will always be your favorite, and nothing will ever top it, unless you drop everything everywhere all at once, which is nigga. That shit was amazing.
I don't know where I would put that. I don't know. I can't disrupt my top 5.
What did you rate it out as?
12.5 out of 10. bro.
12.5 out of 10.
Like I love the movie. Like
Off
that
the
shit was
fucking-
great to me.
Yeah. Still can't crack the top 5?
Because it's about feeling. I'm not gonna lie. Like watching the movie, that shit was great. Like the way they directed and everything. It's just the feeling that old movies give me. Which is why they're my favorite. Favorites for me is just feeling. It's not about how good it is. Because all those, like even with the row bounce and the drum lines, what's they like ratings?
Fuck your
Like
trash.
fuck the ratings.
Fuck your trash, yeah. But again, I'll watch Roll Balance any fucking day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not about how good something is. This is about what it makes me feel or like what it makes me remember. I guess.
Yeah.
Is that why like y'all like movies a lot just because the feeling it gives y'all?
Yeah. Well, everything is just about feeling.
Okay.
I think just movies in general just gave me, not really just movies making it, like writing it. That's where I fell in love with it. It's like actually trying to make that shit.
Yeah.
But
I would say process of it. Just
process.
the writing, the directing, the set design. Bro, I seen the I don't know if y'all seen how they made Avatar, like the first one. The old, I was watching how they did that, bro. They like rented out it was like a warehouse. Everything they made was like in a small space with the whole. They had just the makeup. They had real horses. You know those horses? They like plugged them niggas up with fucking CGI shit. You know those little things.
Yeah.
It's just the process of making that movie and seeing what it did. Those are like the things that make me fall in love with music.
On me, because what I noticed about
I
y'all,
mean, not music, movies, my bad.
because what I noticed about y'all pay attention to like the director, you know, all the people that, you know, makes up a movie.
Yeah.
And like, you feel me? I always wanted to ask y'all, like, why do y'all like movies so much? Because, you know,
It's
one of y'all.
it's the greatest, to me personally, it's the greatest form of art because it encompasses every single aspect of art in one thing. You know, you got music, fashion, art, everything. Anything you could think of, writing, is all in there. So it's very multifaceted. And
I would
also,
argue with that.
what do you think's better?
Music.
Fuck no.
Music, because
lie. I
No.
movies.
Here's my thing. Anybody could be a music artist, but not everybody can make movies.
Nah, movies.
You have to master different elements to be good at what you do.
But you can't say that. You can't say it because there's just way too. One person can make an album by himself and drop that shit. You know how many pieces it is to make even
that's
like
why
a short
I say
film.
that's why I say movies is number one.
Music
you can
is
sit there
universal,
in
though.
music and make an album by yourself.
Music
You
is
need actual
universal.
niggas.
But you could say movies is universal
Movies
too.
is
No, it's
universal
not.
too.
You could
not
why?
as music.
No, it's
not as
not.
much as music. Not
Okay,
at
it's
all.
not.
okay, not
That's
as much,
true.
but
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Because you got niggas who don't even want
You
to
hear
watch.
African percussion. Everybody can feel that shit.
That is true.
Everybody can feel that shit.
That is true.
They're not gonna understand what they see on a movie screen if we're from a different country.
Especially like you got people who don't want to
Switch the
read
language,
subtitles.
Yeah, I be listening to J-pop or city pop all the time, so like I don't understand a fucking word they say, but I just be like bopping out
Exactly,
to it.
bro.
But no, as far as like encompassing every art form, like you said, like that is something that you have to commend. Like,
Yeah.
especially people who
Yeah,
take it
like
to
the
that
Avatar
level.
is better than Zuko. Good, that nigga got all the elements,
Wait, huh?
master all the elements, and then like
Wait, what are you talking?
That was his analogy, y'all. He fucking threw
Wait, what?
Avatar at me.
Avatars and the blue niggas?
no, Aang
You said
from
Avatars.
Avatar.
Why? What do you
Last
mean Avatar is
Airbender.
better than Zuko?
Cause I'm saying Aang is like
said, hold
movies
on.
because he has all the elements. He
Just say
mastered
you
all the
meant
elements.
Aang.
And then Zuko
Oh.
is like music. Zuko's still
Oh, yeah,
hard
you gotta
as
say
shit.
Aang.
Huh?
Nah, Aang is a bitch. But anyways,
Damn.
damn, you
that's
don't
the
like
Avatar,
Aang?
nigga.
nah, he
God
cool,
damn.
but he was a bitch.
He was a bitch.
But I think it was just the fact that it was a cartoon that they couldn't
he was
kill
also
niggas.
like 10.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say something.
I was like,
I thought he was gonna say something. But see, the thing for me with the movies, it was just the process of it, like when I was like writing a movie or like what we're doing today, the shooting and all that, I enjoy that more than when I was trying to make music.
Yeah.
I think that's why I put music.
But also, people like making music more than movies too.
I feel like it's easier. That's why.
Yeah, it's just
Well, yeah, it's definitely easier. It's definitely music. Well, when you have a film, like a full length film, you like he just said, that is a lot of elements that go into it, especially depending on what type of film it is.
Yeah.
Like a Marvel fucking film.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
I just want like.
I know you seen them goddamn credits. You gotta wait 2 hours for the fucking scene to show up because everybody that participated.
It's a lot of people, a lot of jobs.
I just want to like one day just go on like a fucking field trip, just to like a Marvel studio or something like that, and just
You're gonna be green screen everywhere.
man, bro, like
Don't go to a Marvel
Not
studio.
a Marvel
No,
studio.
but, like
don't do
just to
that.
see like
Go watch like behind the scenes of a George Lucas type film. Not George Lucas. I'm stupid. Fuck. Mad Max Fury Road director. Damn, what's his name?
Fuck, I forgot.
Fuck.
Just watch any fucking behind the scenes of any nigga that has
Watch
not
behind the
used
scenes
CGI.
of Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
The CGI is low key, just like
it's a cheat code.
it's a cheat.
I'm so
God,
mad I
it's a
forgot
cheat
this
code.
director.
Hey, I got one last question before you guys wrap up. Okay, so we've seen how music has gone from being produced in major studios. Now you can sit with a computer, right? We've seen how like photography, right? It used to be big sets. Now you can do it on your phone. How long do you think it will be where you can walk into a store and buy that little suit with all little light bulbs on it, right?
Yeah.
And then you can go home and take your software and you move around and shit, and then basically you can make your own CGI movie. How long will it be?
It's covered up.
I mean, pretty soon. You can do that with video games now. Basically,
But like yourself by yourself.
yeah. Like they have that shit now, like where you can like
it on and-
yeah.
Shit, man.
Well, I don't mean to defer to a whole different point, but I don't know if you noticed the amount of AI generated applications that are implemented into these type of industries, like especially for music. They have this app that literally makes the beats for you. And they're not, you know what I'm saying? They're half-assed, but like it's just the point. We're getting to the point where AIs are taking over.
I mean,
And they figured out an algorithm to where it's almost competent.
and that's gonna just fuck the it's gonna fuck everything up. Everybody's gonna be good, and then if everybody's good, no one's good. So analog's the way, y'all.
What if everything was of quality?
If everything's of quality, nothing's quality. So it's like fuck, you know what I mean?
So
That's why we need gatekeeping
We can't
back.
go nowhere now. Like we just stuck where we at.
As things as what's the thing old niggas say? As more things change, more they stay the
life.
same. Did I get that right, Solo?
You did, but
Alright.
just keep in mind though, human beings always find a way to stand out and get to the next level.
That's
so
true.
there's just gonna be that next level of creativity, innovation, all that. It's just now it comes from taking things that are already established and putting them together, as opposed to creating something totally new.
Yeah.
That's why we still have people sampling
Yep.
to this day,
Yeah.
because there will always be 1,000,001 iterations of how to do one thing.
That's true. More niggas.
iRobot on the way.
Shit, nigga.
No, iRobot's not just gonna be making the CGI films. iRobot's gonna be in the Amazon houses. It's gonna be teaching these kids.
They gonna be making
iRobot's gonna be doing everything pretty soon.
They gonna be making my food at the crib. You feel me? They gonna be all types of shit like that. Washing my ass, nigga.
Hell no.
I still believe we're gonna get to a point where real life is like the Jetsons. I always
think
had
so,
that
I
in my mind,
think
too.
we'll get a point where real life is like Wally. Like niggas just fat. Just,
That's gonna be
chill.
after.
Nah,
That's gonna
okay.
be after all the robots and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Because we
Niggas
just
ain't
gonna get
gonna-
lazy. Niggas already lazy. We got
Facts.
DoorDash and
Oh, God.
fucking.
Like niggas can't even get up
Yeah.
out their seat to get food no more.
Oh,
Like,
God.
nigga,
Got
it's a
niggas who
5
go to
minute
the
drive.
grocery store for you. Like,
Oh, like why you have niggas grocery shopping for you?
I be doing that.
Nigga, what are you?
Well, it's good for elderly people.
I be at
elderly
work.
people.
Oh me.
Yeah.
Or people, you know what I'm saying, with some type of handicap. It would definitely help them.
Yeah.
But like if you're a full functioning adult, and why are you know what I'm saying? You,
Yes, sir.
Anyways, Solo's giving us the wrap up signal. So,
The boot, nigga.
but Walter, you could take this home,
why the fuck you start talking if you knew if I gotta do it?
bro, because
He was just like
Got him,
I
coach.
was just letting them
And that's been another episode of Ordinary People's Podcast. We out.
know. Bye.
Gone.